Free Magic Challenge. Number 8. Well, on the 18th of September, and there is still the super full moon. Of course, a little chip is missing. That's because it was a full moon during the night for the Netherlands, around 3-4 o'clock. Lucky for me, I needed to pee around that time. I never wake up in the night, especially when there's a full moon. I always sleep like a baby. The magic. What is the magic about today? Well, every day there's magic. All kinds of magic. And of course, the moon is a magic planet on its own. When you are female, most of my clients are female. Most of the people I inspire, attract are female because of the things I say, because I learn them and accompany them by becoming unapologetically themselves. And they learn to not give a fuck about things that, what other people think about somebody. But when you are female, the moon and your moon and about menstruation, your period and everything, it is connected. So when you know what your own cycle is and the moon cycle and how those two are connected, it's golden. It's really golden. That's where the magic is. That's where you know yourself. Because the moon cycle is always, it's a given. And after a full moon, every day there is a little chip of it, and it becomes last quarter, it becomes dark moon, it becomes new moon, first quarter, and full again. And that's a cycle, just like your own cycle. Everybody, including men, have cycles. You can make notes in your diary, in your journal, in your calendar. When is your energy up and running? When are you full of energy, running around, doing things, enjoying yourself, be happy to peppy? When that's not completely the full cycle. That's maybe 1 week, a few days. So when you notice that, check it for yourself in your calendar and see next month around the same time and the same moon phase if it's mostly the same. Then you will know yourself and you know when you have the most energy for all the things you need to do. So when you are like me, I am around the full moon pretty good. Sleep like a baby, no problems. I'm thriving. When it's dark moon, going to new moon, so the moon is invisible and then the little crescent moon is coming up. That's not a really good time for me. Physically, emotionally, sometimes. I like that period because it makes me go inward. It slows me down. I need to reflect a lot, and I will reflect a lot in those periods of time. When I had my period, it was around that time with the dark moon. So in ancient times, all the women of the tribe had their period in the dark moon phase, and they were in the tent together, and the men would do their business and didn't not disturb the women. How unlikely today. We must do everything, and then you have to take a pill and feel good and don't complain and go on with your business. Why? We all have seasons. We all have a cycle and a rhythm. living by it is the best thing you can do. So, around dark moon, it's for me a time to reflect and to go inwards. And I check my calendar when I do things, booking things, going to festivals. And sometimes it's not possible to skip something, because when I know I have several meetings in the week of the dark moon, when my energy is lower than usual, I need to have so much time next to it to get to myself, to reload, to upgrade, to take rest, to focus on me again. And it's all about recharging. So last Castle Fest, it was in a dark moon period. Wow. Luckily it was, because the energy of Castle Fest was the raven, messenger of the gods, messenger of the death and the rebirth, the symbol of it. So that was really, really a good time. I was working 5 days in a row almost, and interaction with lots of people in a festival company, community, surroundings, lots of noise all day long. And afterwards, I needed to recharge, but it was in a good vibe, because of the energy of the raven, because of the energy of the dark moon. So you can let it work for you as well. And go with what is there. Because most of the time, when I know up front there is a fair and I can participate as doing tarot reading all day long, when I know it's around dark moon, I will check the day before, the day after. Are there already things I need to do, or can I book them completely free? Can I block them to recharge? Then I will go to the fair. Otherwise, I cannot do it. If I know there is lots of activities with me, with my kids and everything, I will not go around the new dark moon to a festival or a fair, because I don't have the energy for it. So this is a long, lots of talk, but the moon is your daily magic. So get to know yourself. Check your own cycle. When do I feel low in energy? When do I feel physically not that okay? When do I am on top of the world and everything? And check the moon phase. Make notes in your calendar, in your diary, in your journal, and get to know yourself, because then you will live intuitively according to yourself and your energy level, and you will never get too tired or too overworked or burn out again. So, tip of the week, you go and check your calendar and check your energy level and your period and the moon phase. It works like a charm.